know.
that's right.
I've learned through therapy that has changed a lot for me.
Yeah.
It's therapy has helped me become more
Very
confident
good.
about saying yes and saying no.
Yes.
And
Yes.
And no being a full sentence.
and
Yes.
being a full
Yes.
sentence. My sister taught me that
No,
years
N-O
ago because
dot.
I struggled with that, being a people pleaser, being someone that
Because you feel like you have to explain
Yeah.
why, as the black woman,
right, why I
you
can't
can't do
yeah,
that. You don't have the capacity,
Right.
because I don't feel like it.
yeah. And I didn't know that.
Susan never had the capacity, but you keep calling my number.
Listen, when
And you're not calling to ask, you're expecting.
you're
Yes.
expecting.
That part.
You're
Yeah.
not asking me. It's so this needs to happen.
Yeah.
That you should probably get somebody on the line who is in charge of that.
Yes.
Right.
So when did you guys notice? I could tell. I knew there was a pinpoint time that I knew that it was different for me in the workplace, where it was the same things that Susan was able to do, and I tried to do those things.
Yes.
It was different, and it was either a no or it was a reprimanded. When did you guys
Elementary
ever?
school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elementary
I
school.
would
There
say
you
that
go.
too.
Yeah.
I agree with
You
that.
didn't get the same. And the crazy thing is, in my elementary school, my aunt taught there.
Oh, nice.
My brother had gone there. I had
Yes.
cousins that had gone there.
Yeah.
My mom and most of her family members had gone to that
Yeah.
school. Like
Yes.
very present, very visible characters at that school.
Yes.
But it was still like, no,
Yeah.
you's a little black girl, so
Right.
mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't raised in that.
Right.
I was raised to shine bright, shine
Come
far.
on, be
Yes.
a
I'm
star.
a star.
Absolutely.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Nice.
You know the movie.
I know.
Okay. You know.
I was about to go
Be a
off,
star.
but yes.
Okay. And that is what I was raised in. So I didn't understand
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone trying to like
Yeah.
dim
Dim
my
your
light.
light,
yeah.
Because why would you want to?
Yes.
I'm me.
Yeah.
Like you are really lucky to be a part of this. I
Yeah.
still feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 37, I'm still like, no, it's your
Yeah,
you're
the issue.
your honor, your
Yes.
pleasure.
Yeah.
As W.E. Du Bois said, I can assure you the pleasure was all theirs while
I know
talking
that's
about
right.
being a graduate of Harvard.
Yeah.
I can
Yes.
assure you the pleasure was all theirs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But like they may not do it in the most way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they will
It's
subtly
subtle,
let you know
subtle.
like,
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right.
You black in America.
no, baby
Yeah.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
can,
yeah.
Can we
No.
go back
Yeah.
to talking about how, like, education, right? We're in the education world, and being in elementary school, in my elementary school, my mom went there, my dad went there, and the teachers just automatically placed the jacket on me that I would be like my mom and dad, and I had to constantly fight that battle of I'm
Expectations.
trying to be my own person.
Yeah.
And my teacher, black teacher, Miss Majid, thank you, because you pulled me to the side and told me that that was their story. That
Yeah.
wasn't my story.
Yeah.
Katrice, you need to go ahead and form your own story.
Yes.
And from that moment on, it projected me to be like, yeah, that's true. Like, Valerie, Vincent, they did go to this school. I'm not going to be them. My brother is coming up behind me. And so we literally made the pact to change the game with education to be better than and to go forward and to have educators place jackets on children that they're going to be following in that footstep and all that, and not just pulling me to the side saying that's their story. Miss Majid, thank you. You changed the game for me from that moment on.
But it's not
Come on,
just
black
that,
educators.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Because even if you changed your own self, people still hold you to the standard that you used to be.
They hold you to where
Yeah.
they're comfortable with you
That's
being.
the
But
where you're
also compare
comfortable.
you to another black person
Right.
that
Oh,
you
yeah.
have
Right.
never met in your life,
Right.
don't know who they were, think that y'all related somehow
You have to have known.
because you
Right.
had
You
to. Because
have to.
all black people
All
know
black
each,
people know each other.
right?
You know so and so, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh,
no.
I don't know who that
Never
is
heard
at all.
said
And it's like
Right.
we're held to the standard of the black
That's so
person
true.
you met.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But if we held you
Yeah.
to the standard of
Yeah.
the white person,
I
the
know.
Asian person,
Yeah.
or the Latino person,
Yeah.
you surely would have called us aggressive.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
And that's the favorite word.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Aggressive.
That's so
it's
true.
Or loud.
Or loud,
Yeah,
absolutely.
loud, yes.
Intimidating.
Yes.
Yes.
We get all, I feel like as black women, we get all of the words.
All
Yeah.
of them.
And then it's even wondering like, well, I want to wear this today. Ooh, but I might not be able to wear that shirt. I might not be able to do this. I'm not,
Yes.
it's a constant thing, but it's a constant thing that you have to remind yourself to go, talk yourself through it to be able to walk through the door of saying, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to do me.
Correct.
I'm going to be my authentic self. And giving you what I want to give you.
Yes.
That is the part where as much as we talk about like, it's hard, but the hard part is actually stopping that talk, that rhetoric that we have in our, that constantly
that
goes on.
we hear from not just our community, Black men tell us.
Oof, child. Sorry.
Tomeka, say a word again.
I had a moment.
Yes.
I love my Black men, but
Down. Love them down.
Yes.
absolutely. I absolutely do.
Of course.
But this is the rhetoric we hear that we have to always fight against.
Absolutely.
Because I notice for me, sometimes it seeps through. Sometimes you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this my truth or this is the lies they've been telling on me?
And I believe
That
it.
part.
Yes.
Okay, let me take a minute. Because Susie and Brittany saying this about me, but
Yeah.
Right.
okay, Tomeka and Farrington and Katrice ain't
check
saying that
in.
about me because
Check
they would
in.
check me real quickly
Yeah.
if I was out of pocket out of line.
Absolutely.
So let me just double check, and they be like, I know y'all signed me, like, no, girl, that wasn't you.
No.
Exactly.
But those are the things that you catch yourself because that's how you get stuck in that mindset.
Yep.
Yes.
Because they have boxed you into what the expectations they think Black women should be.
They
And
do.
that we have to be the same person every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what they see on
Not the
TV.
energy.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. What they show on TV.
Yeah.
You know, like if you think about it, I always say, I mean, I love me some Tyler Perry every once in a while, but I really think he sometimes has a problem
Oh, well.
because every time we see a successful Black woman in a movie, they're either single,
Right.
they don't like, they're angry, and they have
They're
no,
going to just self-destruct in
Daddy-
any
exactly
moment.
at
issue,
any
daddy
moment,
issue,
and that's
mommy
not the
issue.
reality.
Yes.
I mean, it's a part of reality, but the main reality is that's not the case. A lot of us have really good friend community. A lot of us have
Family.
Yes.
family.
Like we talked
Generation.
about,
Yeah.
like we come from a family that actually likes us.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
only they love us, but they like us. And for a lot of people,
Yes.
that's triggering.
Yes.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
how dare you have the
Yeah.
the stone where
The
you're
gauze.
that you
Yeah.
are. They like
They
you,
love you. They liked you.
Right.
They
and you're
validate
comfortable
you.
with yourself. Like you're not gonna let me talk to you. Like no,
You don't
no,
got
ma'am,
daddy.
no sir.
You don't got daddy issues.
No, I know it.
Right.
I know it.
I know where he is.
I know where he is.
You
can
don't
call
got
him
that
that.
because when you have those standards.
Yeah.
Black women.
It's how dare you?
Black women must hate Black men.
Girl, let me talk about these
Okay.
standards.
Okay.
Because,
Come on,
Come on with it.
because
Come on with it.
I have been told, because I am a single woman,
Tomeka
I am
Williams, single world.
I'm a single woman, but at the same time, I had a father that took me out on dates, that talked to me and my sister. I have uncles, I have grandparents. I mean, I've been surrounded by love and men in all aspects, good, bad, indifferent, all of the things, right? But what I've learned is because I'm still single, this is what I get. Why are you still single? Well, you tell me why I'm still single. But the other thing is, you're too picky. How am I too picky?
Ooh, I was
And
told by that from Black men.
and that's from Black men.
Yes, they are the main
They will
ones
tell
to
me
tell
I
you
am too picky.
And see,
And it's
because
like,
I'm
I
not
didn't
a
pick
real
you.
adult, I'd be like your mama.
But see,
And
I be
you're
wanting
not
to say
supposed
this.
to do
You're
that.
not.
And
Don't go to
because
the
I'm
But you
mama,
want
no.
to.
I
But
don't
you want
adult
to.
hard when it comes to
You
the.
that ticket
I
went
know.
back
I
again.
I'd be passing that ticket back. 'Cause I'd be
Girl,
like,
give it to me.
oh, I got
Because
something for
listen,
you.
I'm
I
passing
got
it back
something for
too.
you. It's your mama.
Because I be saying the same thing. Well, who hurt you?
Right.
Don't be mad
That's
that I'm
the
not
part.
picking you.
That's the part.
But that's the thing is that if I hadn't gotten, if I didn't have the support of my father or my uncles or or even my mother, right?
Yes.
If I didn't have that support to say, you're not picky, I would feel like I was picky and I would settle.
And yet,
Why should
see,
I settle?
that
And if
part.
I'm not settling in my life,
Yeah. Right.
like in my
Why would
life
you
period, why would I
settle
settle
with
for a person
Why
to
would
give
he?
me?
Why would he want you to? That's the part too of our
Because
community.
he's never mind.
Yes.
But
I
I'm
was about
saying,
to say,
like, yeah,
trash. There's pee in the pool, people.
Yes.
It's, and amongst other things.
I was
But-
gonna say there's other floating objects in there as well, but the base of it. It's not chlorine.
Yeah.
But it goes back to trying to tell a woman, specifically black women,
woman.
Yes.
what they
you
should be doing.
have,
Yeah.
what you deserve.
Yes.
How dare you want more?
But you've seen it.
Yeah.
That's where the confusion of your brain can't
Right.
lie when they tell you
I've
that.
grown up seeing married couples who
Absolutely.
have lived life, experienced joy,
Yes.
That part.
love, sadness,
That
wins,
part.
Yes.
losses, children,
Absolutely.
homes, families.
Yeah.
Our holiday dinners is 40 plus deep, and that's just people who are blood related.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And all we're doing is eating, having a good time, taking out categories, because we
that's
going
what's
to
up. I love
category.
category.
And we going to pull up the dictionary and that's not a real word.
Right.
Don't play with
Yes, please. But the fact that what I grew up seeing,
Yeah.
you're now trying to tell me after 37 years is not real.
Right.
It's not realistic.
It's
Right.
not
How dare
attainable.
you want that?
Yes.
That's not real.
Yep.
Well, when I show up at my aunt's house once
all
a
you
month
see.
because
Yeah.
we're family dinnering once
Yeah.
a month, that is what I see.
Yeah.
So for you to tell me what I see, what I know to be true, who is innately me
Yeah.
is wrong.
Right.
And everybody
I'm
you
the
see,
crazy one?
yes,
Right.
everybody you see,
Right.
yeah,
I love black love.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
And
It is
I
a beautiful
want
thing.
it for everyone who wants it.
Right.
Yes.
Love, just in general.
Yes.
In,
To be loved
in
is
general.
beautiful.
But I won't take the disrespect.
No.
Yeah.
But it has to be something that makes you feel like they said. If it don't feel like '90s R&B, I don't want it.
Come on. Talk about it, and I love 90s.
I love 90s R&B.
And for some reason, people want you to have trap music as your love story. I'm like, and don't get me wrong,
That does
I love
nothing
a
for
good
this.
trap song.
Right.
Not for
It
that.
does something.
Not for that.
Not for that. But when I
hits
want to,
You know, there's something
know.
about
But
that.
not
That
on
beat.
my love sound.
No,
Nope.
no,
That's
no,
not
no,
what
that's-
I want.
that's
And
not
for
gonna
you-
be the one.
Yes,
You
and
know.
for you to tell me no, that's what you deserve.
Right.
I can't sign up for that.
Yeah.
You my
can't.
voice the man, we gonna be listening.
Yeah.
Right,
Ooh.
right,
My
right.
baby face, we
go
gonna
to bars.
do
come
this.
sit right here,
Yeah,
Chico.
I-
The bar's right here.
I need us to get on the same
Yes.
page about
Yeah.
Yes.
what we deserve and what we expect. Because some people don't deserve good things.
Hey,
Well,
well,
Some people
well,
don't.
well,
When I tell you to have the day you deserve, I mean it.
and
Oh,
that
And
is
I'm going to
true.
let the
okay.
universe decide what you deserve.
And that is
Okay,
true.
that-
And
I'll
sometimes
say.
I might help the universe
I see
along
that.
because sometimes it doesn't work quick enough.
You know what? And I needed to go fast.
And I need to
I
see
need
results.
you to feel that.
So
See,
I'm
and
gonna
then y'all
help
get
you
on
along.
me when
Yeah.
I take off the earrings.
Well, I mean,
But I said I'm letting the universe.
We're letting the universe.
decide,
You
and I help. I help. It tells me, and I go, I got a little something I can put in there for you.
right.
You know
Yeah.
that ticket went
Yeah.
all the way back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my petty
real.
and shade will
Oh,
run over.
there it is.
Cause no. And I think that's another thing too, as showing up for ourselves, but also being so honest about like, yeah, you know what, I just don't like you. And it doesn't have to. It doesn't
And
have
we're
to
not
be like I don't
frenemies
like you.
or I'm an
My
enemy.
mom told
Right.
me
Like,
in the first
yes.
grade, Farrington, you don't have to like everybody, and everybody
true.
does not have
Have
to
to
like
like
you.
you.
True.
And
Yes.
I've taken
I've learned
that.
Yes.
I've learned that too.
And
yeah.
maybe I've taken it too far. But when I tell you a light bulb went on, and I said, damn,
That is so
dog
true.
it.
Yes, yes.
You are correct because
Yeah.
I don't like this one, this one, this one, this, and this teacher. Girl, she's
Right.
like, well, maybe
Yeah.
Let's dial it
Yeah,
back.
that's right.
I
Yes.
just say you could hate them. Twas what it was.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's a good point, though. We don't teach us to do that in our lives at all. We're always supposed to say yes. We're all supposed to be invite everybody to the cookout. And I'm
Well, we don't invite everybody.
well, I mean, I'm just saying, I appreciate that we're now
'Cause people
banning
put
people from the
raisins in
cookout.
Potato sack.
And other
and
things.
finding out in COVID where people live inside their houses
Oh.
told me everything I needed
Let
to
me
know.
tell you something. What I don't do is potlucks.
Potlucks.
That
I
I need
swear.
to know
Wait,
how
No.
you cook. I need to know who cooks
Well,
what.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not. I
No.
need you. I need you to bring in your Safeway bag, pop it open. I need
See, I
the
used to
seal
loathe
on
that. I'd be
it.
like, I cook this, I put my foot in this and pinky toe. Not
And
literally.
some people do.
but
But there's some people that
literally do.
Listen.
Literally do. You've put everything inside of the kitchen sink, inside of
Listen.
said creamy dish that you've brought.
And I can't
casserole.
detect it. I cannot
Right,
detect
see.
it. Let me say, I will say that potlucks have been
Bane of my
Ooh.
existence.
But lately, my department, I would say, has been really good about. They're on the same page as we all are, right? So I trust
some
it.
good ones.
Now, prior to that, what I learned about a potluck was everybody brought stuff in, and it's like a big thing. And I was like, oh, who brought this? Who brought that? And they telling me, and then I go
All
to
you can eat is a roll.
That's all I had. Matter of fact, I didn't even eat a roll. I went to the restroom, washed my hands, saw this lady, and she said, hello, and walked out. I said, wait. She didn't wash her hands.
And she brought the rolls.
And she came in there and said,
No.
I brought this. I said, nobody eat. Nobody eat. She did not wash her hands. And I could swear, you know how you see those movies when they be like,
Yes.
eat. That's how my head was. I said, never again, because I don't know what you got in your house. If you can't wash your hands, I mean, and that's the thing, it's hygiene. But then you got to be very careful, because the authentic me, who cooked this?
Yeah, right.
But then you at work and they go, well, I feel offended.
Yeah.
That you
because I don't want cat hair in my
Right.
So is my immune system.
Right, but then you have
And
to
then when
dial
you come
it back.
sick,
See? Like, why you not at work today? The
Right.
potluck.
But we always have to dial it back. Meaning, we have this conversation. We all know that's agreeable. Like, girl, who cooked? Who cooked?
Right.
But you can't do that.
and then we always ask where they from.
Where are they from?
Because a dish
Where you get that from?
tells me where you from.
Yeah.
Okay? If you ain't from Louisiana or grew up and you making some gumbo, I have some questions.
Girl. Because
Okay.
it's not
Or
supposed
where
to
the
be.
season? At least show me the seasoning.
Where
from.
It's
are
not
they
supposed to
from?
be clear.
Yes. Where are they from? I have to ask those questions.
Yeah.
And that's it. But we can't even get there.
Yeah.
Because you just
Salt,
look
pepper, garlic.
You have to be very.
That's your trinity. Please do that. Use
Start
that.
with that.
Use that. That's all.
You know
The
salt is one
potluck,
seasoning.
Right. And
Pepper's
it's
too
almost
spicy.
darn near clear.
You know it's spicy to them.
I will say I am lucky that in my department that they are all really good cooks, and if they don't cook, which they've all said I don't cook, they bring something, which I've been lucky enough to have, which is great because I was scared. My first day they had a potluck, and it was my first day, and I was like, oh, we doing a potluck? How am I supposed to work with this? I'm supposed to eat. Oh no.
Yeah.
But it worked out. And you put just a little on your plate.
Yes.
And you
I
know,
do
and
that too. I be like-
we all know how to fold
Yeah.
and kind of like put it in the trash when
Move
nobody
it around
knew.
a little.
Nobody.
Yeah,
so
you
that,
know.
Yep.
you're
Or
little
the
napkin
napkin,
over
the
it.
napkin.
So nobody know that that's not what it is. I mean, but again,
And it could be very tasty, but if I don't know you,
right,
I'm not gonna risk.
right.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
My team's the same way. They're really good.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of Russian, Ukrainians.
Yes.
So they're a little more like, I mean, they put a little more on your plate. I mean,
Yeah.
give me a minute.
Yeah, and
Like,
it's their culture to want to feed.
Yes.
That's like
It's
they're
yes.
showing
Correct.
love. That's
Yes.
yeah.
And they're like, you getting this
Yeah.
little slice?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I'm trying to cut back
It's
just a little bit.
offensive. Yeah, I'm like.
And they literally like, no, man, this is a slice. And I'd be like, my bad. But
Right.
I love eating their food because
Yeah.
they bring their food
Yes.
in all the time.
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
Yeah.
But again, they ain't cooking gumbo.
No.
They are cooking cabbage rolls.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They're cooking meatballs
Yes.
that are in their
From their
ethnic
culture.
our culture.
Yeah.
So those things, my team does really well.
Yeah.
I haven't had problems.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
But those questions
Listen,
they
it's a
at least
real
say,
thing.
this is our custom dish that we.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yes.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Let me try this at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because this
I
is
will
your
try,
custom
yes.
dish.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
some other places I've been like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk on through.
I'm good. I'm gonna drink my water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I ate already.
Big glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fasting.
Yeah.
The
Thank
Daniel
you, though.
fast is what I'm working on right now.
I don't see any seeds anywhere.
And look,
Yeah.
and honestly, I'm just talking about in general. Some people just cannot cook,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not the
it's,
gift the
It's
Lord
not a
gave us.
gift for everyone.
and that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know, and I'm not. But
But
I'm
that's
not
why we got
cooking.
Costco.
Yeah.
Costco's good.
Warm it up. Warm that macaroni and cheese up.
Come on.
You can put it in the stove, warm it up. It's good.
Those
I'm
is
just
not,
saying.
I mean, I'm not hating on the crafts, but go ahead, do your thing.
I love it, girl. You ain't never made a crab.
No, I can put my foot in the crafts box. I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Add a little
everybody
extra
still
cheese
don't
in there.
boil the noodles
Evaporate
right.
Oh,
milk,
yeah.
add that in there with the
Yeah.
extra cheese.
Yeah,
we know how to
classes, what's
doctor it up now.
Yeah.
I
Don't play
mean,
with her.
Just
look,
saying.
quick, fast, in a hurry. That's what
Yeah.
you're gonna get.
Especially when I want something quick and I.
Listen, I
Don't
am
wanna be off the
single.
here.
You hear me? I'm not about to do
It's
all that.
me, myself, and I.
You're gonna get these
Listen,
green
yeah.
beans
Uh,
and this chicken,
Come
Yeah.
on.
this macaroni and cheese, and enjoy.
Delicious.
Yes. You better say it's good. I'm kidding. No, I'm not.
It is it. But those things, like, we always have to be cautious
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
because we always know who's in the room.
Yes, we have to.
We always know.
Overly aware.
Yeah,
of who's in
yeah,
the room.
we do.
Yeah.
We are very considerate and know how we approach certain areas. We can't approach them the same way out of respect for their communities, because everybody has their own little community. So
And just
yeah,
to be safe.
right,
Yes,
right,
be
correct.
safe.
I'm
Right.
not
Good
even
person,
trying
correct.
to worry about not
Correct.
offending
Yes.
No.
X,
For
Y,
sure.
and Z. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not making it rougher for myself tomorrow.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
But also know who the threats in the room. And
Yes.
sometimes they look like us in those rooms as the biggest threat. And then you realize the white people are talking like they got some sense, and then your black sister
Then
or
you're
brother
like-
ain't, and you like,
then you're
wait
like,
a
Where
minute,
am I?
what happened? Is this
What's
hold up.
happened?
Right.
Yeah.
these white
Yes.
people are riding for me?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you,
Like
It's
now
something
we're
this
going
is
back
a
and
Freaky
forth.
Friday situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
That's
yeah.
when you go,
You know, you do that side eye,
You'd be
like,
like,
you know,
they'd be like, no.
we don't know.
Okay. But you said it earlier, not everybody is down for that. Not
No.
everybody gets the memo. And so we have to put ourselves out there to figure it out. Like which part are they? Just to know if I'm
But
safe or not.
Us putting it out gets us cut, burned,
Yep.
rolled over.
Yep. For sure.
yeah.
Right? Some of us
Yeah,
are
for
calling our mama, our
Yes.
therapist,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
our pastor,
Oh, yes. Yes.
our
Yes.
sister,
Yeah. For sure.
you know,
I'm
our
downing
uncle,
a
our
friend.
daddy,
Yes, I'm
who at
downing
least
a
gonna
friend.
calm us down to a point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
That's
you
for
also
sure.
had to think like that paycheck.
Yeah.
Okay. That light bill's due.
Yeah.
When?
That
How much
yeah.
is in my bank account?
Yeah.
I'd be like, did I get the email? It's payday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I can say something now.
Right.
Got a little couple nuggets in my savings to check.
Right. But
I had
we
to
need
fix
a
my
sounding
car.
board.
Yeah, that's
As
true.
what you're saying
True.
is that
True.
it's a sounding board for us. We need to have sounding boards because for so long we haven't, and we've been so used to holding it in,
Yep.
and that affects our health.
Yes.
Like,
for sure.
like we don't talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
As far as like even in my own friendships, like we are just now starting to say what is going on health wise, and stress is a real thing.
Yes.
I
Oh, yeah.
learned that a couple years ago about what stress can do. Oh no,
your body,
I'm not
yeah.
doing this. Oh, that's not. I'm not gonna do that because stress turns into sickness.
Yes, it does.
And it's not fun. It's not a badge of
Black
honor to
women
be stressed.
have autoimmune disease
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of underlying unspoken
Yes.
stress.
Yes.
Yeah. And it impacts your hair. I'm just saying, we love our hair, our crown. Our hair is our crown. And when we stress, it comes out.
Yeah.
It gets thinner.
clumps.
It
Yes.
get breaks.
Yes.
It don't cooperate anymore with the product anymore.
Yeah.
So of course I have to have 15 products
Yeah.
because it changes.
First of all, it's okay to have 15 products.
That's what
okay?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
even
got
if you
15
without the
products.
stress,
Yeah.
it's okay to have 15 products.
Cause one day it might work and the next
That's
day
what I'm saying. Yes.
I
Or
would
they
need to have
change
it.
the formula
Yeah.
or something.
But stress is real. Like
Yeah.
I was telling my doctor like what was going on in my work like a couple years ago. My doctor looked at me, and this was a white woman. You need to quit, girl.
Yes.
And I was like,
I had a profession told me
Yes.
that
I
too.
said-
You gotta quit.
I was working at a
Yep.
position where it was just becoming too stressful. And I was going to my naturopath, and she was like, your blood pressure is so high. And I was like, I've never had high blood pressure before. I'm young. And she
Yeah,
was like,
she's
well,
like, oh, it
yeah,
can
I
impact
don't
you.
want to put you on medication. But, and I was like, we're not doing that.
no,
Right.
And so I
really
took
bad.
2 weeks off, came back, and she was like, what have you been doing? I said, well, I took 2 weeks off. And she said, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Right.
But, and I was like, quit, you
Yep.
Got it.
say less. And my friends are always like, you the quittingest woman I've ever met, because when it's time to go,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gone.
it's time to go.
But yeah, can
Life
we
is
talk
short.
about that too? Like you're trying to build your career, you're doing it while you're young, and I had to learn this too the hard way, is that all money is not good money.
Mm-hmm.
I was losing weight, I was losing my hair, I was not at home, and I was just like, but I'm getting paid though.
Right.
And
But
what
then
you
it
gonna do
was
with
like,
when you did?
yeah,
Yes.
and that's what my grandmother
That
said.
is
Like
the
you,
truth.
okay, great, you're stacking your paper, but what about your feelings? What
Yeah.
about your dreams? What about
Yes.
stuff that you're thinking about? And you're spending all this time working, but I want to spend time with you. And COVID taught me the gift of time
Yes.
with people that you care about.
Absolutely.
And money, you can get another dollar, but you can't get another grandma, can't get another
Yes.
brother or another sister. So I really was like, yeah, I gotta do this to this job to get the paper.
But that's very interesting because, different generation. My mama would have been like, Amanda, you going to quit your good job? Hold up, Amanda. Wait a minute.
Right. Yeah.
Nah,
But that's our
quit.
generation.
Yeah.
My mom's the same generation, but I feel like even in that, probably even with your mom, when they see you do it and they say, oh, okay, she's doing it, it gives them a space of relief.
Yeah.
And
They
then
gonna talk about you
Yeah.
through the process.
Right.
Because that's the part where you be like, Mama, just let me give
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
And I think it comes from a place of like, they're scared for you because
Yes.
they know what it was like for them.
Absolutely.
And like my mom has said, my mom and my aunts, they've been like, y'all will leave a job and jump and jump.
Yes.
Back when I was, you stayed.
For
Yeah.
And I'm
20
like,
years. And
because
you
of
would
your
do-
benefits.
Yes.
and I'm like,
right.
there are no
Yep.
benefits
Right.
anymore.
Right, it's not the
I can't
same.
Yeah.
retire
Yeah.
from this and be
Yes.
able to live.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all is like, y'all's living.
Yeah.
Right. Y'all
Yeah.
have pensions.
Right.
We
See,
don't
that
have
part.
that.
Yes.
So we have
Yeah.
to go. And because we're able to get into places where we have higher positions, we're in managerial or positions of power, we're under a different microscope
Yeah.
than they were.
Yes.
So the stressors
sure.
are
Yeah.
a bit higher.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that they didn't have their stressors because absolutely.
Yes, they
Right.
did.
But now we're in the stressors of we're Black women.
Yeah.
And now I've got people who don't look like me that I am now making decisions for. And they don't like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
because I am not an older person,
Yes.
that's another
That's
thing
another
that makes
thing.
them be like,
Ageism.
no,
Yes.
no, I don't like that you're telling. I'm
Like,
like,
where's
well,
your manager? That's
that's me.
Right.
No,
That's
that's
me.
not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my
Who's
last
over
position,
you?
I was the manager for the whole center, and they would come in and be like, I don't want to talk to a student. Well, I don't want you to either. Hello, I'm Farrington.
Right.
Look at my badge.
Nice to meet you, Farrington.
Here's my card on the website. Me.
Right.
Nice
Right.
to meet you.
Yeah.
But there's just this level of like
Yeah.
our stressors
Yeah.
go up
Yes.
the more that we climb that
Yes.
corporate
Yes.
ladder, the
Yeah.
more education
That's
that
so
we
true.
receive,
That's
the
true.
more badges and resume
Yep.
bullet
Yeah.
points that we have. And I think especially for our mothers, they're proud.
Yes.
Yes.
They are
Oh,
like,
yes.
I'm
Oh, but
so
yeah.
proud of
Yes.
who you are and that
Yes.
I'm getting to witness
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
excel, but I'm also scared,
scared
for
Yeah.
you
death.
to once you've reached that
Yes,
place,
I'm
it's like
scared
I
to
don't
death,
want
yes.
you to do something to jeopardize
Yes,
it.
right.
Well, you know,
Yeah. Or you got that master's degree and you want to be a bank teller? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, that's no stress, Mom, actually.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do prefer the bank telling with the
Listen,
master's degree.
Yeah.
I understand why we stay where we at sometimes.
Yeah.
it's
And I try to
comfortable.
move
Yeah.
up to the
Yes.
top. Like,
I have no desire to climb any more structured corporate job ladders of any sort. I used to be like, I want to be an executive director. I
Yeah.
want to do
See,
this.
I
I
used
want
to
to
say
do
that,
that.
too.
And then I got to a position where I was
You
in
were
those
that.
Yeah.
places.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I used to be like, oh man, I can't wait till I'm in all those meetings. And then I
Yes.
got to the place where I had to be in all those
Oh,
meetings.
tell me
And
about
I
it.
was like, yo, this could have been a Post-it note.
Right.
Leave me out of this.
Like not even an email.
Yeah.
It's a
right.
Post-it note. Leave
Yeah,
me
Post-it
alone.
note.
I summed that up as a team chat message.
Yes.
That could have been just
You,
sent.
yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't
Yes.
have to do all that, and then you get to that point, and it's like, was this really worth it? Like, what am I really getting? Like, the check is nice,
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I said, we spend
spend
money
it
like we're a
money.
drug dealer.
Yeah, we do.
And
we do.
Hey,
take my
amen.
card, it refills itself.
Yeah.
Come on.
Twice a month. It's a refilled.
It's on me.
Payday.
And so
Lunch and dinner.
that's the lovely thing about it. But it's also like, okay, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Do I get to even have time to be Farrington and enjoy
Right.
the things that
Yep,
I like
that's
to
the
crochet
part.
and be quiet.
See, that's
Right.
cool.
I
Oh.
love a good old
Crochet
person
and
activity.
quiet.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do I get the opportunity to do that? When I was commuting up to Seattle,
Oh.
The
I
commute.
would get home and I'd be like, please,
Yeah.
no
Leave me
one say a
alone.
word to
Don't
me.
talk
Yeah.
to
Don't
me.
talk to me. Don't look at
I
me.
want quiet.
None of it.
I
It's
need-
so.
I need the piece to wind down from the
Yeah.
heavy.
Yes, for sure.
And I think sometimes,
Yes.
like, I'm like
Transition.
telling my mom this more and more. I'm like, I like my routine of I need to wind down from the hectic
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
and process it in my car.
Yeah.
And then when I get into my house, I need to process these things
Yeah.
to show up and that kind of stuff.
And to be able to still show up for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you have to show up in a certain light
Yeah.
when you get to the workplace.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But to be able to still feel like yourself and still be able to look at yourself in the same way
Yes.
once you've completed that day
Yes.
at work, that takes a lot.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And it's hard sometimes because you're just like, life is here.
Yeah.
You're dealing with everything here. And then you got to put all of that here
Yeah.
and come in.
Yes.
And still find ways to still, like you said, continue to be yourself. And I think that's been a big thing now as far as how does self-care look, what does self-care look like to you?
Yes.
And it doesn't always have to be I'm going to a spa.
Right.
It
And
could
it
just
Oh
be.
yeah.
It
No,
can't
We
be.
no.
don't have the time.
Right. There's no
And-
time for that
And my
sometimes.
budget may not allow that either.
Right.
So can we
In
just
this economy?
Yes,
Yeah.
not with this inflation. You know, I'm telling you, in the grocery store, I know these people hate to see me coming to the check stand because I am sure enough my grandmother. I'd be like, now you know, last week this bread was $1.99. That is $2.99. Oh, it's just too high.
Yeah.
No, that lady be like, girl, go on somewhere and get this.
You gonna
food
get
and
the
get
bread
out
or
of here.
not?
You gonna check out or not?
You gonna get the
I
bread or
just
not?
swipe my card. I'm like, oh, whatever. You know it's high. I mean, but to me, that is self-care.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you gonna hear about this.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear about this, and I find myself like I say for myself, I'm really blessed to have really good girlfriends that we check in with each other, and when we get together. We're all busy. They're mothers and they're, you know, wives, and we're all we try to find time to either take a trip, or even if it's not a trip, we're gonna meet on a Wednesday at someone's house and just have a couple of beverages and just talk and laugh and separate from work.
Those relationships, those women, at least for me, and I'm hoping other people, other women, other Black women get to experience this. But those women, those are like the loves of my life.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
those
yes.
women feed my
Absolutely.
soul.
Yes.
Those women
Absolutely.
have prayed for me.
Yeah.
Come
Oh
on.
yeah.
Come on, those
Laid
are my
hands.
sisters.
Those are that's
Laid
like
hands.
that's not
Yes.
just
That's the
I don't
core.
even I can't even
That's
say that that's my
absolutely.
sister. Like
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
people are part of my DNA on
Yes.
a level that I don't even know how to explain
Yeah.
who those women are to me. But to be able to be like, I need to talk.
Right.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, put
okay.
everything down.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll be
Yeah.
right there. Yep.
Husbands,
Cool.
their
Yeah.
own
Yes.
positions, their own health
Absolutely.
issues.
Absolutely.
And be like, hey, this, and this. And they can cry with you,
Yep.
and then they can turn around and laugh,
laugh
with
at
you. And then you be like, okay, I can
Yeah.
I can put myself back together.
Yeah.
I can head out there again
Yeah.
to have another day of foolishness
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah.
So I pray that everybody gets to have that type of
Yes.
support
Absolutely.
system.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be family. It
Yes.
doesn't have
Yeah.
to
Absolutely.
be people you grew up with.
Right.
Most of my people, my tribe. I met these people July 13, 2006 at orientation.
Yeah,
and we
right.
all got the same last names from A to H.
Right.
If you don't have that as a last name, I
Yeah.
probably didn't know too much about you.
But those
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
like the core of keeping us running is important. And I think like this conversation of us just engaging with us and the healing that we had when we first
Yes.
like
Yeah,
got
we talked.
together,
Yeah.
those things matter in our culture and us as a human being, just existing, as you keep saying, Farrington, just existing.
You're innately Black.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's just wonderful and beautiful. And I thank you guys for coming on this podcast,
Thank you for
being
inviting
vulnerable,
Yeah.
talking about your experience. I do have cute little gifts for you.
Oh, well, we love
present.
gifts.
I'll pass it down.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, pass
Ooh.
it down.
Thank you. My favorite color.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Ooh.
Thank you
Are we
so
allowed
much.
to? Can we
So we
display
display it.
Oh, I love.
Let me look into
Yeah,
my camera.
Ooh, the tea.
Yes.
The tea.
Yes, there we
Where
go.
the tea
So,
from?
thank you guys again, and thank you guys for coming with us
you.
and listening to us. There is more episodes to come. So thank you guys again. Have a wonderful and blessed day.
Yay. This was great.